Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, and we're back at it with another Black Clover prediction. This one is for chapter 301, and of course, we know how fire 300 was. A lot of people, again, were just like, there's a lot of things that are, up in the air that, people don't know how to feel. My thing is, besides it being the 300 chapter, there were very, very slight clues that the writer put in that made sense. Now, to do a kind of recap on chapter 300, you have Gaja burnt to a crisp. You have Undine cursed. You have Real laid out. I don't even know if he's like dead or not. I didn't check to see if there's a grimoire, but he's laid out. Charlotte's barely holding on. Megicula is literally just like, yo, I got this super dope regenerative curse little spell, and instead of, drawing this out any longer, I'm gonna go ahead and detonate Lolopechka with curse warding magic exploding life. And, she's just like, wait, what? Megicula is just all like, yeah, detonate Lolopechka, kill all the humans in this castle at once, and then I will fully manifest here. That's crazy. Her whole thing is all like, all right, destroy everybody in the castle, which, several people had brought up that their intentions aren't working together. Like none of the Dark Triad's demons or devils are working together, because the thing is that if she would have detonated and, quote unquote, killed everybody or the majority of everybody in there, that would have include the host of the other devils and Boris, like everybody, so yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on with there. So it ends with, Noelle going to reach after Lolopechka, and then Asta comes through, pulls out the demon dweller sword, stops the curse spell, which is a big thing. So now let's go ahead and get into predictions as far as for chapter 301. So here's my prediction with how things are going to play out. The one thing that I want to pose to the Black Clover community is the question that if Megicula dies, all of the curses will be gone with it. Now, here's my thing. I don't think that that's true. I think that even though Megicula dies, there's still going to be the curses. So okay. With Megicula dead, I think her curses would still be able to exist without her. Curse magic? No, I don't think curse magic, but the curses themselves, I do think that they can exist even if Megicula is dead. So, what do I mean by this? So, let's say that this is the scenario that plays out. So, Asta just came. Boom. Able to break Lolopechka out as far as this. Now, let's just say that Nozel comes through. They're able to kill Megicula. Combination of Nozelle's power. Maybe Noelle might do something like super gangster at the end, and maybe she'll be the one to take out the heart or something like that. Whatever it is, let's just say Megicula is dead. Now, a bunch of people would be like, oh, okay, that means that Henry's cursed, that means that Lolopechka's cursed, that means that, everybody that's cursed, they will not be cursed anymore. And personally, I think that that would be a cheap blow to Gordon. Now, let me explain. I think that they will be the ones to kill Megicula, but her curses will still remain, which is why Gordon needs to appear. I don't think Gordon is gonna be needed as far as to kill Megicula. He's gonna be tasked with curing the curses once Megicula is dead, because even though Megicula died, her curses still remain. So the curse within Lolopechka still remain. The curse within, Henry still remain. All these curses still remain due to the fact that they're curses. And I personally think that the curses exist outside of the person who created it. Like, they can stand on their own. The curse magic cannot, and that's what Asta's able to negate. He can negate a curse magic, a curse spell, but he can't negate a curse, which are going to be two different things. So for me, that makes me think that the curse can exist outside. Even if the origin of all curses is created, that curse would still be there. Thus, we need Gordon to actually get rid of the curses, which he would do by getting rid of the curse with Lolopechka, Henry, all these other things. So, when I'm looking at a prediction for 301, personally, I think we're gonna get a switch off to what's going on with Zenon and Yuno. If we don't get that, if we continue all the way to the death of Megicula, which realistically it could happen within a few chapters. They could possibly, at this point, they could switch out. And they could go the route of Yuno and Zenon, which personally I think could definitely go down. Whether it's a necessity, I don't think so. I think at this point, it's probably going to be a continuation of this fight or the Yuno and Zeno. But if, let's say we go with a continuation of this fight, I feel like Asta's gonna be able to get rid of, because here's another thing that tripped me out. If, let's just say that Gordon were to cure a curse without Megicula being dead. Yeah, so basically, let's just say, Gordon were to cure as far as, Lolopechka, what would stop Megicula from just cursing her again? And this is what I mean by, even though, because I feel like that's gonna be the issue that ends up popping up. You can kill, if you can get rid of the curse, but then if Megicula is still alive, she could just curse you again, And so I feel like the only way to actually get rid of everything curse-wise would be not only to kill Megicula, but then have the capacity and ability to still destroy the curses with her being gone, because that way can't be cursed again because she's dead. So, because again, let's just say, all right, boom, hey, you kill her, you kill Megicula, and then right before she died, you cure the curse, You kill Megicula right before she dies, she curses again. You know, and that's what makes me believe like the curses exist beyond whether she is alive or dead, because it's a curse. If that makes, even if you're the creator origin of all curses, I feel like the way that curses are, you know, but hey, let me know in the comments. So super rant. Super rant. But yeah, if I were to say as far as my actual prediction, I predict that Asta's gonna be negating a lot of Megicula's spells. And within that, she's still gonna be completely ridiculously overpowered. I don't think that he would use his double union. I think that when the chapter ends, I think Nozel will get there, and Dorothy. And it's a possibility that Dorothy may bring Megicula into the dream world, and that's where her and Nozel and Megicula will fight. And while they're contained in there, this may be where a lot of the healing comes into play, and we'll find out the fate on whether Gaj is really gone, which would suck because Gaj is a dope character. But anyways, let me know what y'all think is about to go down. I'm gonna drop a theory video because I have a theory on Undine and the possibility of demon spirit magic. Because there's some potential clues to let us know, you know, so we'll check out that video when I drop it. But anyways, this is Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction. Make sure to hit the like, make sure to hit the subscribe. We've finally passed 100 subscribers. Thank you all very, very much. And make sure to check out my manga, The Most Random Manga Ever. 8 chapters you can read online, and then you can pre-order volume 1, which will have chapters 1 through 11 in it. Bada bing, bada boom. So make sure, check all that out. My recent single, Second Guessing, link in the description. Make sure to add to your playlist, wherever, iTunes, Spotify, whatever you got. And make sure to check out the podcast as well. So, peace.
Coming back to earth with a couple gems of wisdom that might take a few decades to decode. So I better get the work on. No need for second guessing, cause it was already written, or was it? Is it all predetermined or devised by your hand? No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan. No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan. Is it all predetermined or devised by your hand? No need for second guessing when you're sticking to the plan.